Hi guys, good morning all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. This is Vamshi here. So I was a trainer for the data science. So hope all of you can hear me. Can you please confirm it once?
Yes, I'm able to hear you very
Right,
well.
Yes,
right,
yes.
right. Yeah, thank you. So guys, yeah. So let me tell you about, let just before starting the session, let me guide you some few points, guys. So this course, whatever the training program, that was whatever this course is there. So this is a course for which is a training program for a full stack data science. So coming to the full stack data science, this program, just before starting the session, just I'm guiding you. So the session was already started and a few classes has been happened where I just covered some basics, the basic concepts of Python we have covered already. So if you guys are already having the Python, that means before starting the main modules of data science, generally what we will do is we'll conduct some demo sessions so that some more people can be added to the batch. Already 10 participants already registered and the actual course timing is from 7 a.m. IST. This is the actual
Mm-hmm.
course timing, guys. It is 7 a.m. IST. So batch was already started. Some basics, whatever the core Python concepts that are required. So just a core Python concepts. It's not going to be much complex. So only the core Python concepts that are required for our data science, I just covered in the previous classes. You need not to worry if you already have the idea about core Python. Nowadays, Python is a common language which everybody is having the basic idea. So expecting that more people may join who are already having the idea about the Python. That's why we'll generally conduct before starting the data science, before starting the what are the prerequisites for the data science, we'll conduct like this. We'll conduct some few demo sessions and we are able to add somewhere around 4 to 5 students, 4 to 5 participants may be added to the existing batch. So that is our plan. Can you please confirm, do you have the idea about Python or don't have any idea about Python, both of you?
No, Vamsi.
No.
Actually, I'm
Hmm.
from Java background. Don't have
Okay,
any
okay.
idea.
Okay, for Java, if you have an idea about programming, right? Okay,
Yes,
fine.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. What about you?
Uh, in my case, I have a basic idea of Python.
Mm,
Maybe, and even if like there are some concepts
mm.
I won't understand at the moment when you're
Okay, sure.
teaching, then I'll
Yeah,
just write it down and
yeah.
come
Mm,
back to it later. It
yeah.
should be okay. I think I should be
Okay.
okay.
Okay, okay, fine. So no need to worry about that. Why? Because it's a very basic Python, a very basic Python only. I'll just tell you some few topics. Just please check it out whether you are able to understand it. Or it's a very basic level. So even you, that means you are having idea about Java. So it's not a problem at all. Anyone who is having some basic knowledge of programming, so learning the Python is very easy and you need not to worry about that. Why? Because if you really want to go ahead with the course, so we are going to give you, once you registered for the course, we are going to give you the recorded sessions, whatever the pre-record, what are the recorded sessions are there for Python. So these topics we are going to give you already the Python, not only the completed classes, even for our regular class also we'll be having a recorded videos. You can just go through those particular recorded videos and we can, you can study the particular Python. If you already have the idea, no need to worry about that. Or else, just if you want, we can learn from that. It's very easy language, very easy to learn. Um, the thing is, yeah, I'll tell you some few topics related to that, a very basic level, like just like in NBD language, we have something called as an data types concept will be there. So we have a concept of data science, concepts of data types, and we are having something called as an sequences. So very easy. The sequences are going to be nothing but there are something like a list. We have a tuples, we have a sets, we have a dictionary, a few topics like this. And apart from that, how to write a conditional and control statements. This is common in any language, conditional and control statements, how to write it. And apart from that, a little bit concept of comprehensions. Nothing is there. Comprehensions are nothing but just a short form of writing the conditional control statements. A little bit discussion about the string class and a little bit discussion about the functions concept, how to create our own functions, how to create our predefined user-defined functions, and apart from that, iterables. That's it, guys. These are going to be just the basic 7 topics which you have to cover up them. That's it. These are going to be sufficient. And the main important one more concept is also there. That is nothing but what do you mean to say about the modules? So just now I have started the modules in the 7 a.m. batch. Basically, just 1 or 2 days it will complete off. And then I'll start with the main topics, which is nothing but I'll start with the NumPy library. So NumPy is one of the library which is a prerequisite for the data science program. Okay, so that is what has been happened. So basically what we will do is before starting, that means mainly because the batch was already started, maybe some people who may join lately and who are already having the idea about Python, so they can join these classes continuously from maybe from Wednesday onwards. We can join at 7 a.m. You can understand the topics. Why? Because I'll start with the NumPy if you already have the idea about this one. So these are the basic things I have just explained in the Python classes. Just what are the basic data types? Like every language will have a data types, integer, float, strings, etc. There are some little bit concept of sequences, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, how to write a if statement and for statement, while statement in Python, a little bit the concept of comprehensions, string classes, what is going to be the functions, and just a concept of iterable. These just 8 topics has been got covered, guys. That's it. Okay. If you already have the idea, if you don't have the idea, no worries about that. Just you have to know where to write the Python code, how to write it. For that, I'll use something called as an Enconda Python. Just you can install that Enconda Python. So in the tomorrow's class, I'll explain that particular Enconda Python for you. So just today, I'll give you some introduction, like what is data science and all these things also, because you also want to understand like what is our training program and all these things. So tomorrow I'll tell you how to install the Anaconda Python, and from Wednesday onwards, if you really want to go ahead with the course, so we can join at 7 o'clock. So in 7 o'clock, I'll complete the module topics from by tomorrow, and I'll start with the NumPy module from the Monday onwards, sorry, on the Wednesday onwards. You can just regularly, we can continue with that particular one. Okay, so that is our plan of action here, guys. That is just before starting the session, I just want to confirm that particular concepts here now. Yes. Any questions here, guys? Any questions if you have?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, yeah.
So we would be conducting the classes from Monday to Friday, right?
Yes, Monday
At
to
7
Friday
a.m.
at 7 a.m. But here and there, Saturday's classes also will be there. Why?
Okay,
Because
all
it is
right.
it's a long sessions. Okay, so we cannot go for like an corporate level, 5 days at 5 days a week. So generally, but not always. Every alternate week, I'll give a off Saturday, but not every Saturday. Alternate, let us say that 1 week
Okay,
holiday,
yes,
1 week
no
off, and
problem.
1 week. But it's 6 days a week. Generally, you can take it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, fine.
And this will run through 4 months.
4 months, 5 months, it will take it. 4 to 5 months,
Okay,
it will take it.
all right,
Right?
sure.
Fine. Ajit, I think you joined a little bit late. Can you hear me, Ajit? Ajit, are you there? Okay. Fine, guys. So anyhow, so that is our plan of action, guys. So just you can attend 1 or 2 classes today and tomorrow, and you can decide it. And if whether you want to go ahead with the course. So no worries about the previous classes. So they are not mandatory. Just if you know the environment where you have to write the Python, that is sufficient. And once you registered for the course, we'll get the recorded videos of the previous classes also. Daily, you can just complete of only just see hardly 8 topics are there. So normally, whenever we teach it in a normal regular class, it may take some time, but you can go through the recording videos within 1-2 days of time. So just what are sequences, if you learn how to write a conditional control statements, just a little bit idea about the how to create a function. Not all of them are immediately required. In our coming classes, you require just what is a module and why should I use a module. Just if you have a little bit idea, then you can start working with them. It's not going to be a big deal at all. So we can work with that. Okay. But let me introduce, like, just because, see, I cannot directly say that we learn Python. So let us discuss about what is data science also. So as you know that nowadays the data science, wherever you go, so almost all everywhere they are talking about data science, machine learning, AI, and some of the recent success stories are like generative AI, prompt engineering. These are going to be some of the latest, what are the trending words, what we can say that. So absolutely, you can just learn this data science concept very easily. So because it is not related to any computer science or any programming related concepts, it is all about some kind of a techniques only we are going to learn it. So what is our main idea about the data science, guys? So main target about the data science is nothing but understanding. Simple to say that we want to understand some understanding the data is can be done in a very easy way. But whenever the data is very large, and whenever the data is going to be containing some lot of what we can say a lot of relation in between them, so understanding all that kind of a pattern. So before that you may hear about business intelligence. So business intelligence is a previous systems, guys. So business intelligence is basically only tells you about like what is a business analysis. That is only what we are going to be doing. So how much sales has been done, how much profit has been done, but which factor has been affecting the profit, or which factor is affecting that particular loss. So that cannot be identified in a business intelligence. Basically, what is data science is going to be nothing but getting some insights from the data, how the variables are related, what is the relationship between the variables. Understanding that particular concept is done by data science. So simple to say that what is data science is nothing but understand the data, get some insights from the data. The main target is to get some insights from the data. So to get the insights from the data, what are the techniques we are going to use? We are going to use a various techniques, not like your business intelligence. Business intelligence, so many people ask me, sir, what is the difference between a business intelligence and data science? Both of them are doing the same thing. But business intelligence only talks about the data. That means only the business analysis only. But data science is somewhat different, guys. So how this factor is affecting. So what are the variables which are having some dependency? It also explains who is the reason or what is the reason behind this particular effect. So if the value has increased, who is the reason for that? If the value was decreased, who is the value, who is the variable, who is responsible for that? And how the dependency is there also, it is going to tells you. So data science is all about, even if you see the definition of data science in Wikipedia, so or in the Google, if you search for that, data science is a multidisciplinary field. What it is called it as a multidisciplinary field where we are going to be using so many different types of techniques. Like we are going to use some kind of a mathematical and statistical techniques we are going to use. So some kind of a mathematical and statistical techniques. It's completely depends on the statistics. Business intelligence does not depend on statistics at all. So math and statistical techniques we are going to use, and a different types of methodologies we are going to be implementing methodologies. Okay. And apart from that, we are also going to learn a different types of processing techniques we are going to learn. And apart from that, in help of different types of algorithms, we are going to use a different type of systems and we are going to use to get the insights from the data. So some mathematical and statistical techniques, a different types of methodologies we are going to use, and a different types of processing techniques we are going to use. And we are going to take the help of various machine learning or data science related algorithms will be there. And apart from that, we are going to take some help of the systems like data visualization tools, big data systems. Finally, the main idea here is to get the insights from the data. So what is meaning of insight? Some knowledge about the data. So understanding the data. So how the data is related, how the data is varying, if you can understand that. So what is the advantage of using insights? Very simple. Data science mainly contains two basic ideas about that. Understanding the past. So what has been happened in the past, understand that. That is what we call it as EDA, what we call it as exploratory data analysis. And based on that, what we have to do is we can do some kind of a predictions. So the main idea here is why should you understand the data? Why? Because if you can able to understand the data and analyze the data, we can do some kind of a predictions can be gets done. So I'll tell you a simple example for that. Like for example, take an example of an bank's loans departments. So what is the bank's loans department is doing here is they are giving the loans. So loan approvals are taking place. So they are going to be giving the loans to the customers. But what is happening here is after giving the loans to the customers, some customers are paying the EMIs promptly. Generally, we call them as non-defaulters. And for some customers, they are not paying the EMIs promptly. They are called as defaulters. So we know that who are going to be the mainly, that means, so what is the mainly, who is going to be contributing the loss to the bank? Mainly the defaulters are contributing the loss. So there are some non-defaulters and defaulters. Even the bank is doing all the background verifications, everything they are verifying. their jobs, their salaries, everything they are doing the verification. But still, they are giving the loans. But there will be some defaulters will be there. Every bank will have a defaulters. At least 10 to 15% defaulters will be there. 80 to 90, 85 to 90% of the customers will pay the EMS promptly, no doubt. But 10 to 15%, though the contribution is, that means we cannot say that it is only just at 10%, 90% of customers are paying the EMIs promptly. Then what about why should I worry about this 10, 15% of the customers? But whatever the contribution done by the 10, 15 customers, then 15% of customers, that contribution, that means whatever the loss that is, the loss coming to the bank is mainly it is from the defaulters. Why? Because the bank is giving the money, but you are unable to get back it. So that is going to be makes a loss. So that's why what this bank people want to do is, let us say that we'll understand the past data. So we have given the loans in the past. So the past customers data will be there. So whenever the past customers data, we know that like which customers are defaulters, which customers are non-defaulters, will have their data like age, something like this. So we are having some like age is there. We are having something like what is the salary of the employee, what salary of the customer, how much loan amount is there, what is the purpose of loan, what is the duration for the loan, and apart from that, what is the status. Just we are taking some kind of an example, guys. Simple age, salary, amount. Let us say what is going to be the amount, what is the purpose of loan, what is the duration, and what is the status. Just an example: age 28, salary 50K, loan amount, for example, 5 lakhs. Purpose is going to be for buying a car. Duration is going to be, let us say, 3 years, and he is a defaulter. For example, like that, we have a lot of data was there. There we are having defaulters and non-defaulters data was there. Now, what is our main target here is we want to study how the customer is becoming a defaulter. So which factors is deciding? So which type of customers are becoming defaulters? Which type of characteristics of customers are becoming non-defaulters? If we can get some kind of an insights, like example, the age between, which is, let us say something around some 32, let us say something around 32 to some example, some 28 to, for example, 32 years of age. And salary is less than, let us say that 50K. And if the loan amount is going to be more than, which is going to be 5 lakhs, and the duration is less than, for example, 4 years of time. So these customers are becoming defaulters. Let us say that. If you can get this kind of an insights from this particular data, it really helps you a lot. Now, whenever a new customer comes and applies a loan, we'll check it out. What is his age? Is his age is between 28 to 32? If the salary is less than 50K, and if the loan amount is more than 5 lakhs, and if the duration is less than 4 years, then there is a high chances that it will predict, guys. We can do the prediction. Yes, based on the past customer, this is the simple guys. Based on the past data, understand the past, what has been happened in the past. You will get some kind of an information, we'll get it. So based on that information, we can do some kind of a prediction. So whenever a new customer comes, then what we can do is, if you based on this particular insights, I can say whether the loan should be approved or whether the loan should not be approved. I can decide it. For example, if the characteristics is saying that maximum chances that he is a defaulter, so approval is no. For example, his age is not between 28 to 32. The salary is more than 50K. Let's say the amount is less than 5 lakhs only. Duration is going to be, let us say that more than 4 years. Then high chances that he will become a non-defaulter. Then the loan is approved. So simple to say that understand the past, and based on that, we can predict the future. So why this is becoming that much popular? Why? Because is the main advantage is nothing but here we are not going to do all this analysis by ourselves, guys. We are not going to do the analysis. Who is going to get all these insights? These are all going to done by your machine in an automated process. That's why we are going to call this concept as something what we are going to call it as a machine learning, what we are going to call it as, guys. That is a main important concept, machine learning. So machine learning is one of the major important concept which we have to learn as part of the data science course. Why? Because mainly, so whatever getting the insights and all these things is done only with the help of the machine. That means we are not doing all these things manually, guys. Why we are unable to do it manually? Why? Because data size is very large data sets, And the dependencies also, there are a lot of data dependencies are there. See, here I have given very small dependencies are there. That means I am expecting that the status of the customer loan status will depend on his age, salary, amount, and what is the purpose and the duration. But in real time, there are so many other techniques, other dependencies will be there. Whether he was married or not, whether he is having children or not, whether he was staying in a rented house or a own house, whether he is having any existing loans are there. So all these are going to be some of the factors also. Generally, each column is what we generally call it as an one dimension we call it as, guys. Each column is nothing but we call it as one dimension we are going to call it as. So that's why being the data is a very higher dimension data. Being the data is going to be very higher dimension data, guys. So being the higher dimension data, that means a lot of attributes are there. So being the humans cannot perform these operations, that's why what we are going to do is we are going to take the help of the machines here now. So simple to say that what is machine learning here is the same thing. The data is going to be, we are going to feed it to the machines here now. Okay, the machines are going to learn from the data. Machines learning means automatically they don't learn it. There are going to be some inputs and outputs must be there. There are some standard format. I said that no, there are some total different types of pre-processing and all these things will be there. And with the help of some kind of an algorithms, it is going to be some kind of an algorithms we are going to use it, guys. Okay, so main important is in our data science class, we have to learn this concept of algorithms, we have to learn it. So mainly I was expert in this algorithm. So without learning the algorithms also, you can do it. So you don't believe in, guys, after the generative AI has came, even if you don't know what is data science, even if you don't know how to perform the operations also, we can make the systems to write the code. That is the powerfulness of the generative AI. But without knowing what is data science, without knowing what you are doing, so machine will generate the code, guys. Machine itself is generating the code. Just like how the humans will write the code, as it is, you don't even believe it also, that the code has been written by a system. That much clearly, just like how the humans will write, what are the standards the humans will follow, as it is the human, whatever you expect only, it is going to write it. It's what the powerfulness of generative AI has came now. So everything is going to be generating by the system. You don't write it. You this 5 months or 6 months you are going to learn the lot of things, right? All these things we can just implement within just a 10 minutes of time. Everything you can just implement with a 10 minutes of time. You can do that without knowing anything about the data science. But without knowing anything about data science, if you implement it, so you can't handle it in a proper way. But if you have the theoretical concept, if you have the knowledge about what is happening internally, how to control it, then it will become more and more powerful. It can become. So you know the concept, you know how to make it, how to make the system to work. And apart from that, you are taking the help of the system. System is going to generate in the code. You know where to do, how to correctly give the inputs. So that is what the prompt engineerings are going to be doing, that, isn't it? So that is the one what the prompt engineering is coming. So prompt engineering is nothing but giving the prompts properly to the one AI system to generate the required desired outputs in a proper way. So generative AI and prompt engineering, all these are going to be having some relationships are there. So those are going to be the things. So you give the data to the machines. Machines with the help of some algorithms that are going to learn, and machines is going to give you some kind of an insights. Based on these insights, we can do some kind of an prediction, what we can do that. So everything is going to be done by the machine here, guys. Everything is done by the machine. So these algorithms only, guys. So normal traditional algorithms, we are going to call it as machine learning. If you want to go for a little bit deep, which is going to be a little bit complex algorithms you want to go for, then we are having something called as neural networks are going to be there. The neural networks, we are going to be separating from the machine learning, and they are calling it as a deep learning, they are calling it as, guys. And one more thing is, one of the latest trend is, guys, NLP. NLP is also nowadays, we are having a huge requirements regarding the NLP. So because generative AI, working with the text, all these are going to be, became a huge requirements as of now. NLP engineers are also having a huge demand, guys. Learning is interesting, learning is very easy, but a little bit conceptual understanding must be there. Why? Because NLP is all about the human language, natural language processing. So how generally we are going to work our, how do you write the articles, the news articles will be there, reviews, let us say product reviews or movie reviews, whatever we have it. So converting all that into a meaningful data, that is what the main NLP is going to be doing. So really we have nowadays, the NLP is also in the last 5 years, I'm telling, NLP is going to be the one of the latest trend. So it is going to be having a huge demand in the future. Now, as of now, we are having a huge demand is there. So if you want, you can just check it in any like a job portals. If you go and check, so what we can say that the role is nothing but NLP engineers, guys. So check for the NLP engineers. Nowadays, we are having a huge requirement regarding the NLP engineers. So if you can just work on that NLP is also very, it's not complicated, but that is going to be something different what we can say that. So once if you see, let us say that some kind of an NLP engineers, what we can see them, you can find out lot of jobs based on this NLP. So, but it's a little bit different topic. It's not that much a simple topic. It is going to works. So these are all going to be what are the requirements of related to what we can call it as the NLP engineering, what we can call it as. Did I written correctly? I think I didn't written correctly. Just a minute. It's an NLP engineer. Let us say that. It's just a minute once. Or just to write it as NLP. Sorry, I done the wrong. So we can see NLP, which is going to be what we can see them. All are going to be related to the NLP. As I said that, right? Generative AI. Nowadays, whatever we are talking about, prompt engineering, ML, machine learning engineer, NLP engineer, generative AI engineer. So these are all going to be some of them, NLP, LLM, and generative AIs. So these are the recent, whatever the success stories of data science and machine learning came. So basically, NLP plays a very important role. So because NLP is going to be completely different. Converting, see, normal numbers are there. Normal numbers will be there. That you can give it to the data very easily. But how about the text data? So simple to say that generating a next word in your whatever you're talking about your mobile. So whenever you type a message, when you're typing a message, what is the next word prediction? So the next word prediction is going to be completely done by, which is going to be done by NLP concept. What we can see that we can make the machines to generate some text. For example, you know that, right? For example, if you ask the ChatGPT to write an article, so it can write an article based on whatever the topic you have been asked for. But how it is going to done? So it is completely done with the help of NLP concept only. So I'll show you like one small, nothing is there, just a small example for that. So in our class also, as part of the NLP related classes, I also works with NLP related. So mostly, so NLP, what we are going to do is, I'm going to train my model with this particular data. So this is the data what I'm going to give it to my machine. See there, this is some data related to some pizza. So how the pizza is going to be there, so how it has been. So it is going to be some data we are going to give it. But this data I cannot directly give it to the machine. Machines can't understand this data. We have to convert into a proper, meaningful, understandable, structured format. Then only the machines can understand. So the main technique is how to convert this data into meaningful structured format. This is a purely unstructured format. It's a purely unstructured format. But how can you convert this into a structured format which the machines can study them? That is what the main NLP talks about that. So yes, there are going to be some techniques are there, bag of words. If you just check it out, the terminologies in the whatever the NLP is nothing but bag of words. We have something called as an bag of words. We are having word embeddings are there. Mainly word embeddings is the latest technique what people are using them. So word embedding, encoders, decoders. So encoders, decoders, and word embedding. This is the main the topic which is the main what are the techniques currently which we are using as part of the NLP related. All that LLMs, whatever the LLMs we are working, or whatever the generative AI they are talking about, all these are completely, it is depending on the NLP related concepts. So the data, so the main expertise here is how to convert that. So what are the models we have to use? So there are some different bag of words, n-gram representations. We have some other models like, as I said, that word embedding, BERT models. So one of the best example is going to be a small models called as, which is going to be BERT models, what we can call it as. So we can call it as BERT models in NLP. So these are going to be a very small, which is going to be the data models which we are going to be using. So BERT language model is an open source machine learning framework for natural language processing. BERT is designed to help computers understand the meaning of ambiguous languages in text by using some surrounding text to establish the context. It will understand the sequence of words, and based on that only it is going to work. But is a very small model it is going to be. You have to use a large language models. LLMs basically stands for large language models. So data science is all about these particular techniques only, guys. So don't expect that directly if you learn the things, directly we can learn the implementation. So it's not implementation. It's a little bit time taking process. So what we'll generally do is a lot of time is required. Why? Because we have to learn the different types of algorithms, the machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms, NLP. NLP is nothing but a technique. NLP is nothing but where the technique is nothing but where we are going to convert some meaningful numerical format from text data. That is what we have to do it in NLP. Then only that data can be fed to that feed code to the machines, and machines can study those particular data. So these are going to be some of the major topics which we are going to learn, guys. Machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, NLP, all these are going to be all these are part of your data science AI concepts only. Right now, you cannot understand what of them. So anyhow, in the main classes, whenever I start with the main classes of machine learning, so again, I'll just introduce what is machine learning, and all these discussions will be done once again for the concepts. But for implementing all these things, we have to take some help of a language. That language is nothing but, as I already said, that it is Python. Even R is also one of the nearest one of the competitor to the Python, but mostly generally people will use as the Python. Why? Because Python provides all the utilities for machine learning, deep learning, NLP, AI. For all of them, Python is going to be the best option for implementation, guys. That is the reason why we have to learn the Python classes. And as I said that some people has joined lately. So guys, once again, I'm just repeating it. So these classes are already started, guys, and your class timing is from 7 a.m. Okay. So already the classes, generally what we will do is just before starting with the main course curriculum. So up to now, whatever happened is only very basic level. So they have completed the basic core Python classes. So core Python classes means no need to worry about all the complete in-depth about the Python concepts. Here I have written the list of topics: data types, sequences, conditional control statements, comprehension, string classes, functions, iterables. That's it. There are the 8 topics are there, 8 to 9 modules. Module is going to be one more topic. So these are the topics what I have already covered. These are all completely about Python, only Python. So we didn't started with any data science. So on Wednesday's class, I'm going to start with a library called as a NumPy. I'm going to start with from the Wednesday's class. So today and tomorrow, I'm going to take some introduction classes for you. So anyhow, if you are interested, you can start from regularly from the Wednesday's class. We can continue with already there are some 10 participants are there who has already registered for the course. Already they completed this training program. So along with them, you can also join the classes. And no need to worry about these Python classes. Why? Because these Python classes, there is not that much complicated. I'm not saying that even if you don't know also, at least you can understand the concepts, guys. Python learning is very easy. It's a very simple language, very easy to learn without having any that much programming knowledge. So even no need to worry. Why? Because if you want to register for the course, we are going to give you the recorded videos of all these completed classes. So you can just go through them 2 to 3 days, guys. Just if you sit on the system daily, just for 2 hours, 3 hours, if you sit, you can complete these particular topics and then we can understand it. Yes. Yes. Eshraj, yeah. Do you have any question? Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yes, yes.
So you said you would be starting Wednesday. That's tomorrow, right? NumPy.
Okay, not tomorrow. I thought that today is Monday. Not from tomorrow. It is from from tomorrow. It's Wednesday. It's not from Wednesday. It is from Thursday. Sorry, it's my mistake. It is today. I thought that today is a Monday. It's not Monday. It is from Thursday, guys. That is on the 1st of the August.
Oh,
today and tomorrow, I'm going to take the demo. You can join the sessions on Thursday. That is of 1st of the August. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, just it is not tomorrow, guys. It is not Wednesday. It is on Thursday. That is on the 1st August. I'm going to start with, which is going to be the NumPy library. I'm going to start with that. So tomorrow and after today and tomorrow, I'm going to conduct those modules and all these things. I have to complete them for them. So once it is done, I will start with the NumPy library from the Thursday's class, which is on the 1st August. I'm going to start the session with that. Then you can join the class. So these are the topics, guys. So no need to worry about those classes. As I said that I will give you the recording, we'll give you the recording videos for them. So that if you already have the idea, well and good. No, it's not that much mandatory. You can learn later. Or else you can just go through these recorded videos and we can complete the course, guys. Complete the previous, whatever the prerequisites. And anyhow, once again, I'll give you more detailed information about the data science. But simple to say that data science is nothing but, guys, we are going to learn various different types of techniques, methodologies, and all these things we are going to use. Mainly our target is to get some insights from the data. So that will give you a clear insights, like what are the dependent factors, who is deciding the values, or whether the customer is a defaulter or non-defaulter. So who is going to decide this? Is the age is really deciding, or the salary is deciding, or the loan amount, or purpose of loan? So clearly it will indicate each and every attribute dependencies, it will tell you. So there are some statistical models will be there. Using that, we have to do that. And apart from that, we are going to do the based on the whatever you have studied, we can predict the future. So first we have to learn machine learning. After machine learning, we learn the deep learning. After deep learning, we learn the NLP related concepts. So these are the course, whatever we can understand them. So that is the way which our course curriculum goes on, guys. So my backend team will anyhow, they will share you all the complete details with you, the course curriculum and all these things they will share. You can just go through them. And if you have any concerns or if you have any doubts, so you can just feel free to discuss with me, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it for the today's class. Just to give a small introduction regarding this program. As I said that today and after tomorrow, I'm going to take some demo sessions for you. And from day after tomorrow, you can join the 7 a.m. batch, where I'm going to start with the NumPy library from the 1st of the August. That is on the Thursday's class. I'm going to start with them, guys. Okay. So that's it about the today's demo session, guys. If you have any questions, so we can just discuss for a 5 or 10 minutes of time, and then we can wind up the session for today, guys. Anyone, guys, any questions if you have?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So, how many classes are supposed to cover for this Python? How late are we to the
No, it's in Python classes. Just don't worry about the number of classes actually. Topic wise, I said that, right? These are the 8 topics.
Okay.
Okay, so just see, the classes are going to be generally what will happen here is normal classes, because we'll just go a little bit slow. Why? Because the people are they don't have any ideas about that. Slowly we'll discuss what is data types and all these things. So it is not about the number of classes it will be there. It is going to be the topic wise. It is going to be, even the number of classes is going to be hardly, it will be somewhere around, you can take it as a 15 sessions, you can take it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, topic wise, these are the 8 sessions we have been these are the 8 topics which we have covered. Okay, fine. Yes, any more, guys? Any questions? Yes, Yash?
Yes, thanks. So my question is, right now I've the backend team has shared the syllabus of what will be covered.
Okay.
And now my question is, between what will be covered in the syllabus versus the actual job requirements for an NLP engineer or prompt engineer, could you maybe discuss what additional or extra we'll have to study, learn, or how we'll go about on our own, so that we end up at that being an NLP engineer eventually? Can you maybe talk a bit more, because that's my goal?
Yeah, sure. As of now, I know that everybody is looking at generally everyone is going to be machine learning, deep learning, all these things. Why we have to learn them? So without learning them, you cannot come here. NLP is a technique where we have to just, what is NLP? NLP is nothing but the technique where our data, whatever the data that is there in a text format, that should be, which is an unstructured, which is there in a text format, we are going to convert them into, which is going to be like a structured data. That is the main objective of NLP, what we have to do that. So once that data was converted, simple to say that your NLP is going to be, you are having some unstructured text data was there. So what is NLP will do? NLP is going to be, the basic target about NLP is nothing but to convert the text data into which is going to be a structured numerical format. Why? Because the machines cannot study this, they cannot understand the text data directly. So it should be meaningful. So how the machines has to learn. So how to convert that. So here only we are going to learn some various NLP techniques are there. So little bit old one, which is nothing but what we call it as bag of words. What we used to do that. TF, if you want, just you can check it out in the internet. One is going to be, these are old techniques, what we can call it as bag of words, TF, IDF, what we call it as term frequency, inverse document inverse document frequency. After that, we used to use something called as an n-gram representations. We used to use it. And nowadays, all these are outdated, guys. Now we are using the models called as, what is the word, what we are using? Word embeddings is what we are going to be using them. So word embeddings, which is going to be BERT models. Okay, these are going to be some of the models what we are going to learning about that. So maximum, I am also going to discuss more and more related to NLP related concept. So our examples, like in my classroom training related to NLP, what are the things mainly we are going to discuss here is how to develop a chatbot, a real application only. So how the chatbots are going to work. So it is going to be a chatbot application is going to be one thing I'm going to discuss on NLP. And second one is nothing but mainly it is going to be nothing but predicting the next words. So predicting how to predict the next word whenever you want writing. So how to generate the next word it is going to be doing, how the generative AI is going to be gets working. So that is what I'm going to discuss with the help of this particular concept called as an recurrent neural networks. See, NLP will only convert the text into structured format. But after that, if you want to make the machine to work, we have to use some kind of an algorithms only we have to use it. So coming to the NLP, we are going to go a little bit for every batch. I'm adding some new because a new things has been got currently new options are coming from the NLP perspective. So we are going to discuss, but see, it's not only related to NLP. This complete data science is like a research program. So you have to learn, you have to understand what I'm applying here now, what I'm explaining, implementing the things and learning a little bit more and more. You have to learn it. So we have to we have to explore the things, whatever I have been explained that. So because there are so many concepts will be there, we cannot learn each and every topic. So related to NLP also, maximum, my main implementation as part of our training program is how to develop a chatbot application and predicting the next word. Using the predicting next word, what I'm going to do is I'll make the system to generate some text. So system will generate the text. I've shown, I'll train the system with the help of some kind of the articles which are written on the pizza. So once if I give some kind of a text, so once if I ask the machine to generate some text, automatically it will write some article based on the pizza. It itself is going to write that particular articles. So that is one example what I'm going to do that. Apart from that, some other examples also, like how to prepare the word clouds and all this related to the NLP related, I'll be discussing. But apart from that, as you know that nowadays, encoders, decoders, even that is also I'm going to be discussing about that, encoders and decoders. So anyhow, as part of the training program, so everything I'm going to discuss about the implementation level. If you want to get a little bit more and more idea about that, we have a lot of online resources are there. So going there, you can study and explore a little bit more about the implementation about that. That is what you have to do. Not only with respect to NLP, in everywhere, you have to do the same thing. Right?
Okay, so if I understand correctly, there would be certain projects that we would be doing, and that would be related with NLP. Right.
Right now, right now we are not doing NLP related projects because see, everyone may not be interested to work towards NLP because that NLP is a little bit different one and somewhat little bit a complicated one. See, understanding numbers is very easy, but understanding the text is not that much easy, right? Even for humans or which is going to be for systems also. So as of now, we don't have a specific project on that, but really if you're looking for that, I can just guide you, I can help you. So depending on your specific requirement, so we can discuss it regarding that particular concept also. Yeah, even I also was interested. See, whenever if anyone, generally I keep on. So as of now, even I have 7 years of experience on data science as of now from 2017. So I have seen a lot of changes. In 2017, we don't have NLP. Recent years only the NLP from the last 1-2 years, NLP has become very popular. So the things that I also keep on learning. So I also I also read a lot of articles daily. I will also prepare myself and I also will test them practically. And I also do a lot of research, but you guys also have to do like a research. You have to learn from the things, basically explore more and more, and we have to learn the things.
Okay. Thank you, because I would be having more questions
Mm.
to move in that direction of a prompt engineer or NLP
Okay,
engineer,
okay.
and
Mm.
I'll reach out to you
Mm.
as and
Yes.
when it like I have
Yeah, sure,
those.
sure. Yeah, sure. But the thing is, really, see, what the people says is, without learning, see, learning the prompt engineering and learning generative AI, you don't require. See, nowadays things are becoming very easy. Nowadays, what is happening here is, you are getting a lot of cloud-based services are coming. So once the cloud-based services has came, what is happening there? People don't require to know the internal functionality. Directly, they can create the service and they can work on that. But I'm also doing a lot of research on NLP. So by the time we start with NLP, obviously, no doubt, you will be getting a more and more in-depth knowledge about the NLP related concepts.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Any other else, guys? Any questions from your side?
So how many days is the course? Is it up till how many days is this course?
It will take, because we added some new topic, but generally we'll say 5 to 6 months of time. So you can just,
Okay.
because already these topics are already completed. So already mainly the Python course concepts are completed. So mainly you are starting from NumPy, right? So you can take somewhere around 5 months, you can take it.
Okay.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi. Yes. Yeah, hi.
Sir, are you
Ram
telling
sir.
something about the deployments also, sir?
Yes, absolutely. We have to learn it, right?
Sir, actually, I am a Flask developer. So will it be
Okay.
useful here, or I have to learn again the Django or something fast
No,
API like
that is sufficient. That is sufficient. Flask is sufficient because we'll use as a Flask. But see, it's a different way. So we don't. So as a data scientist, as a data science expert, we don't want to prefer to use the frameworks which you people are going to be uses. So what we are going to do is we'll directly deploy it into a cloud service. We are going to use a cloud service. We are going to use it, and using the cloud service, you can deploy it. Using Flask also you can do that, but generally once again going to the Flask framework and making them to, because we guys are not, say even myself, I was not an expert in Python. Okay, I was not at all a developer at all. My complete specialization is data itself. So I worked on big data systems. I worked on business intelligence. My 20 years of almost, I'm having 20 plus years of experience. All 20 years, it is as a data specialist. So I know what. So the thing is, so we are not interested to write that Flask frameworks and all these things. That's why what we will do is, so we are going to do, we have some other, see, we are having some libraries are there, which we are going to work with them. That is nothing but just for a small timing. It is going to be SK ops we are going to be using. So SK ops is going to be nothing but what we can call it as one of the Python library. So which we are going to put all the models, put them into our productions.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So like that. And this is going to be, we don't prefer to use that Flask and all these things, again, making the students, participants to understand what is a Flask framework. We don't use it. For ourselves, we are having our own libraries are there. Just like how you are saying that Flask is there, we are going to be having the SKOps is going to be what we are going to be using.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And apart from that, some of the AWS cloud services I'm going to use. Using that, I'm going to deploy the service on the cloud. You know that, right? If you put it on the cloud, from anywhere, anybody can access the service.
Okay, sir.
That is the one what we can do that, right?
I had seen something like using up a Flask fast API in YouTube.
Yes, you can do that. You can do that. But no, you can do that. But who will do that here is basically not from the data science people. So you will have the other APIs and all these things. That also we can do that. But again, learning the Flask framework and all these things, instead of just we are saying that don't copy and paste the code. We are not interested to learn that kind of a things. We are having our own libraries. We are having our own utilities to work with them. So SK ops, which is going to be nothing but scikit-learn plus machine learning plus, which is going to be DevOps. It is actually why the name's ops has came.
Okay.
So that is the one which we are going to be using that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Fine. Right.
Sir, one more doubt here, sir.
Yeah,
I had seen your course in the DURGASOFT site itself. So is it the same which you are teaching here, and then the
That's
videos they
that is a
provided?
recorded videos. These are live classes. That's the difference.
Okay, sir. There I
So
had seen something like the videos and materials, and then materials folder is there. What are the things in that materials folder, sir?
materials means generally the whatever the class notes I write, generally whatever programs will be there, day-to-day programs will be there, some PDF documents will be there. So those are going to be the things what we'll have in
My
there.
concern here is whether you had uploaded the programs also, or the only the class notes, sir, there.
No. Programs also may be there. I have to just confirm it once whether they uploaded or not. I'll just confirm it once. Please, once you check it out, once I'll check it out and I'll update you.
Sir,
Maybe
last
we-
question, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead.
While learning up of these data sets, we will come across using up of various data sets. Now, had you
Okay.
mentioned that the data sets in the example data sets in that materials?
Yes, absolutely. We have to give the data sets, right? Without the data sets, you cannot work with, right?
Okay, sir.
So compulsory, you have to have the data sets,
Okay, sir.
right?
Sir, what
Right.
is ML ops and then SK ops, sir?
Both of them are same. So it is going to be ML ops. That is a technology name what they are using. SK ops is going to be nothing but your Python library. See, machine learning plus DevOps is nothing but what they call it as ML ops. Basically, to implement that particular ML ops only, we are going to be using this SK ops is a Python library, which is basically for used for implementing of the ML ops.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Yes, guys. I think that's it for the today's class, guys. Any more? Any questions? Any more, guys? Anyone? So hope all of you understood my program, guys. So from day after tomorrow.
Sorry. Just now I joined. I mean,
Yeah.
today, what you have covered, what are the topics?
Just it's an introduction. I have started with that, and just to say, just to inform you that this class was already started. The basic Python classes are already completed. The regular batch is at 7 o'clock. Okay, so there from day after tomorrow, they are going to start with NumPy. So before starting with NumPy, so we'll add some little bit. That means we look for the participant who are interested to join. So because some people who are already having the idea about Python, they can join this class easily. Even if you don't have any idea about Python also, just 1 or 2 days, if you can just attend the classes, we'll understand it, what I'm writing, how we are writing the things. So the main topic of data science, that means the prerequisite for data science is going to starting from day after tomorrow. That is from the Thursday's class. So today and tomorrow, I'll just explain you what are the things that has been happened and how to cover up those particular topics. And from Thursday onwards, the class will be at the 7 a.m. So there already the basics of Pythons are already completed. If you already have the idea about Python, you can just continue. Otherwise, just we can go through the recording videos. Once you register for the course, you will get the recorded videos. You can complete those recorded videos and you can just continue those classes regularly. That is what I discussed about in the today's class. Right?
You already started the sessions.
This already sessions are already started. Already session means only the basic Python classes completed. I didn't started with any data science. That is what I'm saying, that from the Thursday's class, we are going to start with the NumPy, which is the prerequisite, which is going to be the starting point of our data science concepts.
What is the time? 7 to 8?
7 to 8. Okay. Fine.
These are all you are covering, right? MLOps, everything on that.
Yes,
right?
Yes, we are going to cover up them. Yeah. Okay. Fine, guys.
Okay.
Right. That's it for the today's class then, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow with the same time, at the same time and with the same link. And then we'll be continuing from, if you're interested to go ahead, from Thursday's class, we can just continue at 7 o'clock, guys. Okay. Thanks for today. We'll continue up in the tomorrow's class, guys. Thanks a lot, guys.